to our Japan fans. In today's show, we are going to talk about the Kunoichi, or female ninja of the office environment. So let's get going. This is the 4th year of the Sales Japan Series podcast, broadcasting around the world from the Beverly Hills of Japan, Minato-ku, here in downtown Tokyo. It is chic central. I'm your host, Dr. Greg Story, your corporate coaching and training guy committed to your success, the president of Dale Company Training Japan and best-selling author, Japan Sales Mastery and Japan Business Mastery. I want to help you to survive COVID-19 through this podcast. Now, we are not being sponsored by Libsyn, but we value your privacy, which is why we have our podcast hosted by Libsyn. Unlike many other hosting organizations, Libsyn have a strict policy that does not allow access to your private information by anyone. Here is our daily podcast lineup on iTunes. Mondays, the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show. Tuesday, the Presentation Japan Series. Every second Tuesday, the Business Touches You No Oshie Show. Wednesdays, the Sales Japan Series. Thursdays, the Leadership Japan Series. Every second Thursday, the Business Kuro Podcast Show. Fridays, the Japan Business Mastery Show. And Saturdays, Japan's Top Business Interviews. Now, this is episode number 212, and we are talking about Japanese companies employ Kunoichi ninja to answer incoming phone calls. Ninja are masters of illusion, invisibility, and subterfuge. All of these traits have pretty much died out in modern times, except for a small bastion of steadfast office workers. Some Japanese commentators have tried to imply that the salaryman is the modern-day samurai, loyal to their modern Han, the firm, giving up their lives for the greater good, sacrificing family for their corporate captains of industry. This sounds pretty good until you meet some of them. Unremarkable, grey, uninspiring. They are more often like the army of the Walking Dead. The system has drained all the life out of them as they trudge forward in lockstep toward retirement. Japanese office ladies, however, are the true warriors in the modern-day firm. They are the Kunoichi, or female ninja of modern times. They are always poised, ready to strike. They are tasked by the older males of the firm to answer the incoming phone calls. They relish this opportunity to slay salespeople making cold calls. They have subterfuges aplenty at their ready to get rid of us when we call their firm. We boldly make the call, identify ourselves and our company. They immediately recognize we are cold calling salespeople because they've been doing this for years. They have picked up that telltale hesitation, that lack of sureness in our voice, that warbling reluctance to engage with such a formidable enemy. Their first weapon employed is a thick, grinding silence. You speak, and they say nothing. There is no acknowledgement of your very existence. It is as if we are an illusion, a figment of our imagination. We are unseated immediately and now feel firmly in retreat, pushed onto the back foot by this vicious employ of the void. Suddenly, ums and ahs are tumbling forth from our mouths as we try to regather our fragile senses and press on. If we don't know the person's actual name, and most often this is the case, we ask to speak with the person holding a certain position within the company, such as the line manager or the head of HR, etc. The Kunoichi have been clever to not reveal their own name. They state the company name when we call, and then they go dark. We don't even know who we are talking to, even if we wanted to complain about this brutal treatment. No Japanese salesperson would ever dream of complaining, but as foreigners, it may be worth a try. A common Kunoichi ploy is to simply say, they are not here. We don't know if they are there or not, but I would guess in 99% of cases they are there, and this is a tactic to deny us access to the decision maker. Find out more when we come back from the break. Our show today is brought to you by our public courses, but we also do custom in-house programs. We do them in our super safe classroom. We do them live, online. We do them in Japanese. We do them in English. Today's show is sponsored by, on the 27th of November, another in our professional leadership series, this one on vision, mission and values. On the 2nd of December, we will have a preview for the Dale Carnegie course. And on the 3rd and 4th of December, we'll be running high impact presentations. Get my best-selling books, Japan Sales Mastery, this is the Bible for selling in Japan, and Japan Business Mastery, both available on Amazon. If you want to find out about those courses I talked before, you can go to our website, enjapan.dalecarnegie.com. If you like learning by watching videos, we've got over 1,000 there for you at Japan Dale Carnegie TV. That's our YouTube channel. And we release 3 TV shows every week on YouTube. The Cutting Edge Japan Business Show, that's the premier business show in Japan every Monday. Fridays we have the Japan Business Mastery Show, and Saturdays we release Japan's top business interviews, where I interview leaders from SMEs, the corporate captain's industry, on the topic of leading in Japan. Every second Thursday we release the Business Pro Television Show. Don't forget you can email me at greg.story@dalecarnegie.com. Welcome back. The voice telling us this information that they're not there is icy, unfriendly, bored, impatient, and disengaged. The whole ninja approach here is to hide people and information from us. This works like a charm in Japan. The average weak-kneed, untrained, no-gut salesperson collapses at this point under the weight of this ninja tactical pressure and blurts out, "I will call again later." This is a bald-faced lie. They didn't have the guts to engage with the Kunoichi this time around, and mentally they have given up immediately on the possibility of a re-engagement. They are broken into small pieces, and their tender egos have been crushed by her towering strength. Even if we know the name of the person, we'll get the same stall line anyway. If we are not put off so easily, we may ask, when will they be back? We say this although we know the game is in play, and this will register the next pushback of, "I don't know," followed by more deathly silence. They are so expert at using screaming silence, it is actually impressive. If we keep pushing and ask for them to take a message, they are not so easily willing to cooperate. And we'll just calmly and methodically say, "Call back later." What would you say to that little hand grenade blowing up in your face? You have to realize we are dealing with cold-calling salespeople, killers here, who will show no mercy nor margin. Remember, in the Japanese sword dramas, the hero drives the sword into the back of the bad guy and then twists the hilt slowly. And that is the good guy. We should never invite obliteration, so we don't ask for permission to leave our contact details. we just don't want to invite that brush off. Instead, we just say, okay, I understand. Please write this down, and then go straight into spelling out our name and phone number really, really slowly. Then we repeat it all again to make sure they got it. Tell them, if we don't hear back, we will call again the day after tomorrow. We need to strongly imply we know their Kunoichi game. We are not falling for it, and we will keep calling back until hell freezes over. Don't talk to me about how tough cold calling is in New York, folks. When you have to deal with the Kunoichi of Japan, you are elevated to a different dimension of pain and despair. Thank you for joining the Sales Japan series. If you found the program useful, please work on your karma and share this with your family, friends, and colleagues. Don't forget to subscribe, share this podcast. Immediately apply what you've learned today. Go out there and survive. Survive. Come on, we're going to make it through COVID-19. We made it this far. We can make it all the way. Remember, I'm your corporate coaching and training guy, committed to your success here in Nippon.